Having fun yet? All right, this is your third and final tutorial for today before you start practicing on the TestNav yourself and do some practice questions. So this final tutorial is about the tools. Oh, whoops. The tools that you have available to you while you are testing. And some of them are kind of helpful and pretty cool, so pay attention. You'll see your toolbar up at the top. It's at the top of my screen here and here. If you're in the pointer, which is your mouse, that's what's selected most of the time. So I'm going to walk you through some of those. You've got your notepad. You've got a calculator. And when you are doing multiple choice, you have an answer eliminator. You also have some cool things up here in your user arrow right here that you can use, and I'll show you those in a minute. So as we move through this, move past that. I just talked to you about all that. Okay, so we're going to start with the color contrast tools. So when you're taking one of these tests, for example, the language arts test is 110 minutes long. That's a long time to be looking at a screen. So you have the option of clicking up here and selecting change the background and foreground colors. And you have all of these options. So you can click through them and you can decide which one of these is more pleasing. Ooh, I hate that one. For the eye, which one of these makes me happiest to look at? Ooh, I hate that one. Really hate that one. I either like this one. I kind of like this one. Once you find the one that works for you, you can select continue, and then now that's what the rest of your test will look like. The next thing you do, I like this one, especially for language arts. Let's say you have a short story that you're reading, but it's really hard for you to focus. They have this really cool little line reader tool. So you can make this and you can drag and drop it, move it where you want. So if I moved it here, and I black everything else out, and this will help me highlight the part that I'm reading so that I can focus just on the parts that I want to read. And you can increase the size of it and just work with it however you want, whatever makes you happy. And then when you're ready for it to go away, you just click hide that. So that's the line reader mask tool. The next one is the zoom tool. So you can use the zoom in button or the zoom out button, but they don't have it up here for this one. But in this case, you know that you hit the plus sign and it will zoom in on your screen, and you hit the minus sign and it will zoom out. So like I told you, when you're on math, you see these, you've got your notepad, the calculator, a ruler, and your answer eliminator. So you can use the pointer tool to select an answer, to drag and drop, to mark objects. You can also use a highlighter. So when you are reading something, if you select it, this will pop up and you can highlight it or take the highlight away. So if you accidentally highlighted it, then you can take it away. I've never seen a student use the notepad, but if it's something that you think you would like, let's say you're reading a really long selection and you want to say the character was sad in the beginning and you just want to make a note of it, then you can make that note in your notepad. And there it is. Let me see if it stays. It did, see? So once I closed it and opened it back up, my notes stayed. Answer eliminator is one of my favorite one for multiple choice. Watch it. So if I select my answer eliminator and I've just read a multiple choice question and I'm going through the answers, I'm like, dude, it's not answer A. Oh, could be B. Definitely not C. Nope, not D. Okay, I have made my choice. I take answer eliminator out and now I select B as my correct answer. The ruler tool is for math. You can see you open it here and you can there it is. I don't care about protractor tool. I don't care about calculator. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Okay, there we go. So those are all the important tools for